Hi guys, it's me Danielle Danibuttons, and it's challenge time. We're down to our final few challenges in this cup. If you are new to my channel, Whatsy Coloring Challenges is a bunch of different prompts to help me pick either a page or what I color with or things like that. And we are down to our last few. And let's pick one right now. So I'm shuffling with my eyes open, and then I will close my eyes and pick one. Ready? Eyes are closed. I don't know. This guy? A blue one? Color with crayons. Cool. So I think I know what I'm going to do. And let me go get it. Okay, I think I'm going to work out of A Million Bears by Lulu Mayo. And this was actually my first book by her and one of my very oldest coloring books in general. I bought this at the same time as Fairy Shampoo back in 2017, and that like restarted my adult coloring passion. I say this all the time because I never stopped coloring, but this is kind of what made me discover that there were more things out there than just Zen doodles. So I think I'm going to work on this page. If you've seen me work out of this book before, I very frequently use crayons, so I think this should be perfect. I'm also using my Crayola Twistables in the Big 50, and I used these recently, and you can actually sharpen these, so I only did a few, but I might need to sharpen a few more as we go. So that's exciting, and I just use a very cheap sharpener. I actually use this guy. It looks like a sharpener, but there's just a tiny one inside there. So I don't use a fancy sharpener for the crayons because if you can see even a little bit, it gets very stuck to its surroundings, and I don't want to risk messing up a fancy one, but it works for this. So I very frequently color in here in crayons anyway. Let's pick and start coloring, and then we can keep chatting. I don't know. I don't have a plan for colors, at least. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I might... No, I have no idea. I might just go like some favorite colors. Let's do some purple. Oh, that's what I did over here. I wonder if I was like, let's do favorite colors over here. All right, let's do colors I don't normally use. Let's do green. Don't know, we'll see. Also, you might be able to hear Sam typing, but he is working, so sorry. But yes, all right. I really enjoy these Crayola Twistables because they, like, you can't necessarily press really hard and break them. They are very consistently the same size. And like I said, you can sharpen them to get a finer point if you want, which makes them very versatile. I probably don't even need a fine point for such a big area, which I'll have to remember for the background, that I can use one that is not yet sharpened. But I like using crayons in here because, well, actually, again, since this was one of my oldest books, when I first got it, I had crayons. I think I had a set of Prismacolors, like the 48 set, and then I had crayons, and that's what I started with, and it was just really easy. I had a 24 pack of the Twistables, and it was really easy to just like throw this book in a bag and bring it with me and throw those crayons in a bag because, again, since they're in this nice case, they're less likely to break in travel too. So I just had a little pencil case and I'd bring them around with me. I think I brought this book on a cruise or two. I always pack coloring stuff when I go on vacation, but I almost never use it. So I think I just like having it. But it's nice to do something easy when you're especially on vacation and not going to use it anyway. Because this didn't take up very much room because it's a teeny tiny book. But what's been going on with me? When have I last filmed? Well, I filmed my review for my lamp, which, if you haven't watched that one because you don't need a lamp, I think you still should, because I did do 4 pages in that video. Some fun speed colors. So, might as well give it a look-see. I'll link it up above. but it's been a while, I think, since I did a challenge. You know what I have been doing? Shopping. I think my next video might end up being my haul, which I was trying to wait for Vitro Volume 2 to come, but I'm not even sure if it's shipped yet. I don't know what's going on. If it's late, I don't know if I've seen any of the French accounts get it yet, so I don't know if it just like the publication got pushed back again, or if it's just taking a while because we're over here and it just takes a while to ship. Maybe they're shipping the local ones first. I have no idea, but I apparently pre-ordered back in February, so I'm getting very antsy and excited to get that book. I really had wanted to do another page in Volume 1 before Volume 2 got here, but I did not, so we'll see. I might still try to finish my whip that's already going. And what? I just got a text message. Nope, wrong emoji. Sorry. I might finish my whip, which is Princess Ada from A Bug's Life, but we'll see. Because I have been using only pencils in there, and I'm very slow with pencils, and I like try really hard to shade, and I'm not very good. So it's really just like doing one layer of color and then blending the heck out of it with the blender pencil. So that sound is my lamp wiggling. Maybe I'll secretly go for like a citrus theme right now, and I'll do like an orange background and yellow dots. Ooh, you know what would be fun? I could even literally like draw in the citrus, like make each of the dots look like lemon or an orange. Maybe I'll do the dots in orange and the background in lemon because it'll be easier to see. That could be fun. That's a nice way to do a little twist. All right, so background, we'll do a yellow. And I just get as close as I can to the background, obviously. It's hard to get all the way in the crease, especially if I don't have my pencil super sharpened, but we just do our best, and that's good enough. And again, this one, I've realized I don't need to use my sharp versions because it's a nice big area, so it's actually quicker to use the blunt tip. I struggle in this book a little bit because so many of the bears in my head should be just white that I'm like, I don't know what to do. As you can see, I left all the polar bears on that side just plain white, but then it feels like I'm not coloring enough, or pandas I said, and then I think that's a polar bear. And then I tried to make some grizzlies, so who knows what we'll do over here. That looks like just an egg with a elephant in there. I don't see any bear parts on that bit. So that's funny. But I recently just did a page in A Million Cute Animals, her newest book, with crayons also for my Patreon. So if you're from Patreon, you're getting a repeat of a similar idea. Let's see. I'm only putting that back there so I can easily go off the edge and not worry about getting the whole rest of the book. I'm real zoomed in today. I think you can see everything though. It's a tiny book. Should I zoom out a little bit? Yeah. The farther I zoom out, the messier you can tell my desk is. I'm never careful with yellow because I feel like yellow overall streaks the least, but I don't know, maybe I can see it a little bit in here. I probably should have been a little more careful. But I was pretty light on the green, and now I'm being heavier on the yellow. So I might even use my new paint pens. I received paint pens as Happy Mail. I'm really spoiling my whole haul, but that's okay. But I received some paint pens and they're super exciting. And they're the ones that Lauren has from Lauren Loves Color. And I added them to my wish list. And I just want to color everything with them, but I don't actually know what I'm going to color with them because I've never used that type of paint pen before. But they seem great so far because I swatched them all out. But I'll show you when we get to that step. What else is new? Oh, I basically took a week off of filming because I had so much saved up from like my weekend with friends, with my Lydia interview. So that's why this feels rusty. But, I saw my, well, no, I had gotten my second shot already. Tomorrow is Sam's second shot. Nope, Thursday. Tomorrow we might get to see our niece and nephew because they live an hour and a half south, but they have like a pediatric dentist up here. So we might get to see them since it's such a far drive. They stop by our house, which makes sense. I wouldn't want to be in the car that long either. And then I hope so, because it's been a long time since we've gotten to see them. And my nephew's birthday's coming, so that will be fun. I have a few birthdays in April. My dad's birthday is at the end of the month, and I'm hoping, because by then we'll all be vaccinated, that we'll get to go to Topgolf, which I think it's a chain, so you might have heard of it, but it's like a driving range with a twist, and it's electronic, so it knows how far you hit the ball, and there's like targets and stuff, and I just think that my dad is going to love it. So I'm hoping we get to go there. It's up to him. He's like, I only want to go if my brother can go. And I'm like, all right, fine. But then my uncle has back problems, so I don't know if he's going to want to go. But we'll see. And then the 17th is actually my cousin's birthday, and she's going to come over here for some brunch. So I'm excited for that. I was going to tell you what I got her, but every once in a while they do watch my videos. So I don't want to give away any spoilers. In case this happens to be the one that she watches. I'd be very sad. But I'm excited for pancakes, because that's what she's been wanting. That's why we're doing brunch. And then a whole bunch of you coloring friends have birthdays in May, and I'm like, oh no, there's too many of you. So I'm excited for that. But I want to get so many gifts that I might have to pace myself. Just some of you might get gifts early. And some of you might get gifts late. No, I don't think late. I think it's spread out within May when all of your birthdays are. But I have to come up with a plan. If you saw, back in November, a lot of my coloring friends were very, very generous with me. So now it's time to pay it forward / pay it back, I guess. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to do like a strawberry pink for our top to keep with the theme. And maybe I'll do dots. Oh my goodness, we're going fruit crazy and I'm loving it. I'm just going to do both of these areas with the same pink, even though there's a line. Maybe I won't dot this bottom part and I'll just dot the top half or something. I might also do this rim. I was going to try to do it in like a silver, but I think it might make more sense. Also, I have no idea if my paint pens are going to go over this since it's wax. So this could be a mess. Didn't think of that. But we'll find out. I wonder if the white will just go over the other colors. Like do some Crayola mixing. I don't know. So these pages are quick and fun and easy, and like I don't really worry about mixing and things like that, but it's just fun to color with crayons sometimes. Brings me back. I'm a huge Crayola fan and have been forever. And I wish that like a lot of the cool kits and things that they have for kids now existed back in the day, because I want them all, and sometimes I'm still tempted to buy them. Like all the ones where you can mix your own crayons and like melt them together. Or there's like a marker maker thing, and it's super cool, where you just get like vials of different color, and then you can like drop in 2 drops of red and then a drop of blue, and then you make like a light purple, you know what I mean? And you make all your own crayons, and I'm like, I want that. I'm very tempted. I also really like using these twistables, or I'm intending to use them. I haven't really gotten to it very much. I just did 1 page in the, what is the name of that book? It's like my Disney Color by Numbers, but the kids versions, because the paper quality is different in there, and they're double-sided also. So like you can't use any alcohol markers. And then for me, my watercolor marker, or my water-based markers came out weird too, but crayons work really nice. So I should take that book out next while I have these out. I might just do that. I've been coloring like a mad lady all month long already. I've done tons and tons of pages, and it's been great, but it's also been confusing. I think it's because I get an idea in my head, and like I have a goal in my mind, and then I have to finish it. So I have been trying to finish all of my Towtree markers, my set. I feel like I've said this before. Have I said this? I guess I did say it in my review. Yes, but nobody watched that. So I have been trying to finish my Towtree markers because I purchased a backup set. A bunch of them had been drying out. And if you know me, you know I like to try to keep all of my sets even, so they dry out all at the same time. And I obviously didn't do it perfect, because it's not like literally every crayon's gonna dry out at the same time. But I got pretty close. So I'm done with 20 of my markers so far. 22, and I've been working through that. So I've been doing a ton of like mandalas that are colored by number, and all different pages that I can use my Towtrees. Let's try these. So these are the Magic Fly acrylic paint markers. I'm just gonna literally see if it works on one of these, because it might not. It has a fine tip, and it has a, ooh, sorry, I'm focused. A fine tip and a chisel tip. Does that work? I'm gonna have to let it dry, but that looks like fruit, right? So if I outline it a little bit, and then, I don't know how to do this very neatly though. That looks like something, right? This one looks better than that one. Can you tell on the camera? I am not positive. If this works, I might come back at the end and do this after, like a time-lapse type situation, because I'm gonna need these to dry too. Let's take the black and try to bespeckle some strawberry dots. Kind of looks like watermelon, but that's also a fruit. What do you think? Does it look like anything? I'm gonna wait again because I don't want to rub all over it. I think that looks like something. I think you can get the vibe. This one came out better than that one, so let's see. Kind of have to like round the edges better. Sorry for the quiet. Yeah, that helps. Fruit themes, yay! This is exciting to me. All right, so I'm gonna finish. What should I do? I think I'm gonna speed color through the bears, and then I will come back and do the fruit on camera, if that makes sense, because I'm gonna let this dry a little bit and then do all the bears and then come back so that I don't get anything smudgy, okay? So be right back. All right, so I colored in my bears. I left a bunch of them white. These are actually gray. I don't know if it's hard to tell in the lighting, but there we go. And now I'm back, and let's do some embellishing. I think I might also use the green and make these guys into like cherries. So I'm just gonna like add a tiny leaf to each of them. I think that could be fun, and I've zoomed in pretty far, so in hopes that you can see what I'm doing a little bit. Does that look like a leaf? It might not end up looking like a leaf. We'll give it a shot though. So these do dry pretty quick. Let me do 2 leaves. What do we think? I mean, we're just having some fun, so whatever happens, happens. But these do dry pretty quick, and it seems like it's gonna stick, which is all good news. And I'm pretty excited to be making fruit themed things. Yeah, so I kind of was just so excited to get back to this step that I wasn't like the neatest with my bare clothes, but meh. It gets the point across, I think. I can't tell if this looks like watermelon or strawberries, but both are fruit, so no big deal. Maybe I'll do a ton of dots on this, and that can be the strawberries, and then I'll do like a line of dots on that, and that can be the watermelon. I don't know. Now you can hear Sam's video game. He's on his lunch break. Thank you. But yeah, it's finally a nice day again. We had a few rainy days in a row, which is very to be expected, but still not fun. Like, Noodles is a drama queen, and she will refuse to use the restroom in the rain. So she's been known to go like 24 hours to try to avoid the rain, which is not great, but usually we end up just putting her like on a leash and making her go, because you shouldn't wait that long. All right, I'm gonna do some of these because I'm just trying to go in an order that I won't rub my hand in the paint while it's drying. And for the for the oranges, I'm basically drawing a line on the outside and then splitting it up and then kind of like rounding the edges, if that makes sense. And obviously it does not have to be perfect. It's very sketchy looking, I guess. Ooh, that might be too many, but that's okay. Round the edges. Yeah, that's a lot of slices in that one. I just think it's so cute. Fruit aesthetic is so cute. I'm actually pretty pleased with myself for even doing this, because I have trouble sometimes thinking outside the box for pages without prompting, especially. So I like this idea. Whew. What's upcoming? I don't know. I think for the channel, I'm going to be doing my haul next. Like I said, I have gotten a lot of stuff. I will admit it. Actually, hopefully, either yesterday or tomorrow, you'll see the flip through of the Camellia Angelcova Ocean Minis, which I'm incredibly excited for. I think it's my favorite one yet. And then will be my haul because I can't wait any longer for Vitro if it didn't even ship yet. I have too much new stuff and I want to be using it. So, oops, I totally did that one off camera. I always do that when I zoom in too far. Let me just do this one more and then I'll switch back to the other color. Yeah, I have too much stuff, but that's all right. It happens. Oh, I'm wiggling everybody. All right, so maybe I'll do, should I do intentional big drops? Does that look more watermelon-y? I hope so, because it's happening. I wish I had a fruit-themed washing machine. I'm super excited for these pens. I know I said it already, but they don't bleed through really. Like if you put a ton on here, it would. But I'm pretty sure the wax is going to help it to not anyway. And then they go over everything. So they're going to be so great for adding embellishments to stuff. Does it look like a watermelon? I'm not sure. I don't know what else is coming for the channel. I had some ideas for May, like I told you, but I'm not sure if they're going to happen or not because they're like month-long things, and that's a lot of prep work. So maybe, but maybe not. And then my hauls, collection videos should be starting soon. Excited for that. If anybody ever has any requests of what they want to see, let me know. Also, we're nearing the end of our challenge bucket, so if there's any challenges you want me to add for the next time, let me know that too. Always like adding new things, trying new stuff. Is this not adorable? I think after I'm done with filming this, I am going to vacuum. I actually don't mind vacuuming. Like, of my list of hobbies, I like putting the laundry away and vacuuming. I do not like dishes. Does anybody else have a favorite and least favorite chore? That's something I'm pretty sure we have never talked about. I also don't really like doing the laundry. I just like putting it away. So usually Sam physically does it and I put it away. And like he loads the dishwasher and I unload it. Super cute. Oh yeah, I also got a request to work on like my sound editing. So hopefully in this video you'll be able to like hear a difference. But I'm going to try to even it out because I think the music is louder than my talking and then it like blows your ears out. So hopefully I'll be working on that. I've been trying to do different techniques and like add on new editing things now that I have the MacBook. So I think like I've been putting titles on the page. And I'm sure for a lot of people it's like super obvious stuff, but I never knew what I was doing. So that's exciting. And like adding different music and stuff. We're making progress. So let me know if the sound is good on this video, because there will be the speed color to clip in. And we're actually done already, I think. Right? I don't see anywhere else to add any fruit touches. I'd have to like completely move the phone. All right, I'll try it. Wiggle, wiggle. Voila! What do you think? I like it. I think it's fun and different and fun. I love these guys. They kind of look like tomatoes, which are not my favorite, but they are fruit. And honestly, cherries aren't my favorite either, so there you go. And I think most of the, oh, that one I did before, but most of this is already dry. These brand new ones probably aren't. The black is already dry, all the green is dry, and nothing went through. So I highly recommend these pens. I'll link these pens down below, I'll link the Twistables, and I'll link this book in case you're interested in any of those things. They are Amazon affiliate links, so if you use the links to make a purchase, I do get a small, tiny percentage, so don't feel obligated to. But if you do, thank you very much. And I guess that's it. So I'll be back in 2 days, probably with my haul. So keep an eye out. It's a big boy. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, tell me what your favorite fruit is. Thank you. Like this video, comment anything below you want to comment, subscribe. I'm a fun time. And come back soon for my haul. Bye, guys.